A rescuer rests at a site of a residential house damaged during a Russian missile strike amid Russia's attack on Ukraine, in Kyiv, Ukraine, December 29, 2022. Reuters. Residents of the Ukrainian capital Kyiv were urged to head to air raid shelters early on Friday as sirens wailed across the city, a day after Russia carried out the biggest aerial assault since it started the war in February. Shortly after 2 a.m. Kyiv city government issued an alert on its Telegram messaging app channel about the air raid sirens and called on residents to proceed to shelters. Oleksiy Kuleba, governor of Kyiv region, said on Telegram that an attack by drones was underway. A Reuters witness 20 kilometers, 12 miles, south of Kyiv heard several explosions and the sound of anti-aircraft fire. Kyiv officials said 5 Iranian Shahid drones were detected in the air and destroyed. An administrative building was partly destroyed, said Serhiy Popko, head of Kyiv's civilian military administration, but there was no information yet about casualties. Kyiv says Iran is supplying Moscow with drones for its air attacks, but Tehran says it last sent drones to Russia before the war started. The General Staff of Ukraine's Armed Forces Friday morning report said Russia had launched 85 missile strikes, 35 airstrikes, and 63 strikes from multiple rocket launch systems in the past 24 hours. It said Moscow's forces also shelled 20 settlements around the bombed-out town of Bakhmut in eastern Ukraine, where some of the fiercest fighting is being waged, and more than 25 settlements in the Kherson and Zaporizhia regions. Reuters could not immediately verify the battlefield reports. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said most regions hit in Thursday's massive air attack suffered power outages. The areas where loss of power was especially difficult included the capital Kyiv, Odessa and Kherson in the south and surrounding regions, and around Lviv near the western border with Poland, Zelensky said. But this is nothing compared with what could have happened if it were not for our heroic anti-aircraft gunners and air defense, Zelensky said. Reuters footage on Thursday showed emergency workers searching through the smoldering wreckage of homes in Kyiv destroyed by a blast and smoke trails of missiles in the sky. Officials had earlier said more than 120 missiles were fired during Thursday's assault. More than 18 residential buildings and 10 critical infrastructure installations were destroyed in the latest attacks, the Defense Ministry said in a statement. Waves of Russian airstrikes in recent months targeting energy infrastructure have left millions of people without power and heating in often freezing temperatures. The United States last week announced nearly $2 billion in additional military aid, including the Patriot air defense system, which offers protection against aircraft, cruise and ballistic missiles.